Hello, good day, and welcome to today's analysis of world markets, March 15, 2018. Today I'll be looking at a few different major world stock markets. Well, first we start up with the Dow Jones. Yes, as Dow Jones hit the upper is lower trend line here, it formed a topping tail and then it went down. The next day formed another topping tail pattern and it went down the third day, and it seems to be able to find support at this triangle pattern. Now let's take a look at the FTSE, FTSE 100 futures. Okay, now the FTSE has suffered quite a big drop along with the US market when it plunged down. However, it is not as strong as the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq. It wasn't even able to go back above half of it, and this might be something. It's a weakness. I wouldn't say that it's something bad yet. Let me just take a look at what the weekly chart is doing. Well, at this moment it has broken below the 20 MA and 50 MA. Certainly something that's not very healthy if the market is strong and trending up. There is support around here, 7,005. This whole area is an area of support, which is why the FTSE is not dropping after it hit the support area. So weekly support areas are very important. This is the area from 6795 to around 7038. This is a support area which will hopefully be able to help FTSE to stay instead of dropping. Let me just draw these lines here. Now, there's a uptrend line here that connects the lows here. Now, if FTSE is able to find support at this uptrend line, then it might just bounce up higher and hopefully it forms some kind of a ascending triangle and go back up. But if it drops below this trend line, there might be more selling, and we just don't know how much more selling there will be. Perhaps the selling will drop to the FTSE might drop to 6,900 if it breaks this trend line. So that's something for us to watch as well. Let's take a look at the Nikkei futures. Well, the Nikkei is it also plunged along with the Dow, and currently is trying to find support at its rising 200 MA and perhaps trying to form a double bottom. It has formed a bottoming tail here and climbed back up, but it's still struggling. What we really want to see is for it to break above this downtrend line to have a convincing rise. Okay, but at this moment we can consider it to be trying to find support and trying to find make a double bottom pattern. So if it manages to break above this trend line, then there might be some bullish move in the Nikkei. Let's take a look at the Hang Seng futures. Okay, the Hang Seng futures has had a plunge, but it has been able to make a higher low and is still trading above recoup about half of its losses. Okay, now what is first of all, it has gone back up around trend line. That is something encouraging and good. and it might be in the process of forming an ascending triangle. Okay, now same analysis here with almost any ascending triangles that indexes or stock do. If the Hang Seng is able to stay above this uptrend line, perhaps it might drop and then go up and drop, but as long as it stays above this uptrend line, then things still look good for Hang Seng. If it drops below this trend line, then we might have more selling down back to the 200 MA. Now, the other thing is if Hang Seng is able to break above this horizontal line. Now, I want you to remember that Hang Seng has not formed an ascending triangle yet. The ideal one will be it drops here and then climb back up and then break out. But I'm just showing you what we can anticipate. Now, in the event that Hang Seng is able to break above this horizontal line, it might shoot up more, and the top of this ascending triangle pattern will act as support in the event it corrects back. Any other index? Let me think. Any other index that we would like to see? The German DAX. DAX futures. I like to look at futures because they tend to move even after market. Whereas if you use end of day data on the S&P or the major indexes, they only record what is up to the end of the day, and sometimes futures can move, markets can move even before the stock market opens. So the futures are an important gauge to help us to see things clearer. Now, DAX also had a big plunge, and it's not as strong as the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq or even the Dow, because it made a lower low, and at here it formed a doji and is correcting. It made a low higher, a lower high. You see, this is a high, but after it rally, it failed to go back above, and it made a lower high, and this might be worrying for some people. But let's take a look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart still tells us that it's finding support here, trying to find support. So as long as this support area holds, there might be a chance for it to bounce up. But one thing you have to note is this: the DAX might be forming a if it rallies back up but is unable to go above this area, it might form a head and shoulders top. Head and shoulders top. So that is something for us to think about. I don't think I want to do the CAC 40 or other indices, so I'll stop here. Thanks for watching, and if you find this analysis helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more analysis like this in the future.